Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joy of Sticks, Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel. Now, we played Barbarian 1, so we need to play Barbarian 2. Of course, again, this is the Palace Software Barbarian 2. One tip I have got for you, if you want to find out information about this game, use the subtitle of the game, which is The Dungeon of Drax. And just like the first one, if you search for Barbarian, you get loads of the information about the Psygnosis game, which is not what we wanted. What's the subtitle for the first game? The Ultimate Warrior. That's it, yeah. Anyway, this one's called The Dungeon of Drax, unless, of course, you're in the United States, and then it was called Axe of Rage. As you can see there from the copyright, it was released in 1988. Conversion, again, of the C64 version by the same team as the first, I believe. So that would make it Richard Leinfeldner. Music by Richard Joseph. Music? Is there music in this? I'm not sure I've heard any music yet. Perhaps it's a key press to hear it again. And the graphics by Joe Walker. Is it going to load? One thing I've noticed about this game, it takes ages to load. Absolutely ages. But when you do, you get rewarded with a nice sample, so hopefully that's coming up soon. Anyway, yeah, loads of you said I should play this after playing the original. But they did warn me as well. You did... Oh, here we go. Listen.
Welcome to the Dungeon of Drax. Choose your warrior.
It's a very nice sample. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, so a lot of you said you got to play the sequel now. But be prepared. It's not quite as good as the original. So it'd be interesting to see how it stacks up and what they've changed. Now, I know that they've changed a few things about it. It's no longer a one-on-one beat-em-up. Well, it sort of is, but it's got adventure elements where you've got to kind of find your way, and it's got some kind of flip screen element to it. Now, I have had a quick go, which wasn't very promising, but I'm trying to hold off my judgment until I've had a proper go. Right, who should we pick then? Should we pick Wolf from Gladiator or Maria Whittaker? There's only one choice really, isn't there? Let's go for it. Oh, here we go, more loading. What I might do here, guys, is save you the bother, and we'll have a little jump cut and we'll just jump to when this is loaded. Alright, we're in. Oh, blimey, off straight away as well. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, as I say, I've had a quick go of this, and what I've noticed is, although one of the magazine reviews mentions, and I'll cover the reviews a bit later. Oh no! Oh, oh dear. One of the magazine reviews, yeah, praises the game for its variety. It says the original is a bit dull because it's just one-on-one, you know, all the time, no variation. But there's very little variation in this game, to be honest. I hate these things. Alright, forget that. Let's go. Oh, whoa, hello! What I've noticed is, to defeat the enemies, you've pretty much got to do one thing. And this guy does not like me poking him in the belly. So that's it. Down, slash, down, slash. Mind you, I'm going to end up in this hole in a minute. And that's it, he's defeated. So, I think we can pick up this skull. Yep. I don't know what that does. Health, maybe. So, I don't know what they're talking about in terms of variety, because this is exactly what the first Barbarian was like. You remember? It was like roll into them. They have got rid of the roll, which is something. But yeah, it just used to be roll into them and then slash them in the knees. I'm slashing this guy in the knees. Is that the same place? That's just bizarre. And I can't figure out for the life of me where I am. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was nice and fair, wasn't it? That red stuff in the middle there is like a lava, and you can't tread on it without it hurting you. This guy doesn't seem to worry about it though. So yeah, just down and slash until he disappears in a... Right, now he's on the scene. No, he's still there. It seems to be that you can only fight one enemy at a time, so I was just thinking maybe the chicken had disappeared because now I'm dealing with this guy. But that's obviously not the way it works. Okay, onward. Do I go in there? Like I said, I have no idea what's going on in terms of where I am in the map. I think the sword down below has something to do with it. That's perhaps a compass. But how I'm supposed to deduce where I am according to where the sword is pointing, I have no idea. It doesn't say which way is north, and then the sword turns even though I haven't turned. These things are so cheap, it's unbelievable. Now your kick is only effective from a certain distance, so if it gets too close, that's it, you're dead, because you can't actually do anything about it. Oh, there's something there. So if you get stuck in a... Oh, I didn't want to jump there. Again, this guy pretty much the same as the big fella. You got to down slash him. If he catches you like that, there's nothing you can do. He's going to hit you 3 times. And there's so much about the game that's really cheap. It's annoying. Oh, I didn't know I could down slash these. That works. Brilliant. Okay, that makes those a bit easier to deal with. I thought you had to kick them. Alright, obviously going in this cave. Great. Chicken things are well annoying. Going to leap towards you. Not a lot you can do about that. And it's just, yeah, it just seems like there's a lot in this game. There's just not a lot you can do about it. When I walked onto another screen and got my head chopped off. And now I seem to be right back at the beginning. Would it be even possible to map this game? I don't know. I don't know. There's obviously some kind of logic behind, you know, the sword. Sometimes going off the edge of the screen doesn't change your direction. Sometimes it does, I think. Like the sword's pointing right, so I go off the screen, it's still pointing right. So I haven't changed direction. Off there for trying to do something different. That'll teach me. And so no, let's keep going. Yeah, running and jumping over the... Oh, again! So cheap. It's irritating. Great. And that's another thing as well. The low slash, this move, is down and fire, but then down without fire is turn around. So you know, you find yourself either doing the most useful move in the game or getting killed. Right, just see. Then I think I went off the screen and it changed direction. Right, obviously not when I went in the cave, but before that. And these enemies seem slightly psychic as well. Like they know what I'm going to do, and they back out of the way with lightning reflexes. That seems a bit cheap as well. Oh, a new baddie. And of course, when you turn around, you do a stupid little pirouette. What? I don't know what happened there. Suddenly went from fighting this little green goblin guy. Yeah, I'm playing a cracked version at the moment, so I don't have an original version of this. And I think those flickers around this sprite here are due to that, not due to any fault of the game. But I mean, and all the scenery is so samey. No idea where I am now. Absolutely none. I I have a feeling if I went right, I'd end up going back to the beginning. But how did that even happen? Oh, Mariana, you're a douche. Right, now the sword is pointing up. Why? Yeah, because I have no manual of this game. I don't really know what I'm doing either. What I'm aiming for, what I'm trying to find. Oh, great. I'm glad I can low slash those. It makes it so much easier. Alright, now the sword's facing left. What? Why? What does that even mean? It's a really frustrating game. Hello? Oh, great. Now I'm in the corner. He's going to bash me over the head repeatedly. And there's nothing you can do to get out of that. It's completely stun locked you. Right, yep. There's the pirouette that we don't want. Death is now imminent. Nothing I can do about it. So frustrating. There we go again. There's almost a good game here somewhere. Almost. Honestly, it's so close. It's a bit like the first Barbarian. There's almost a great game there, but it's so easy to exploit the game that I just don't experience it. This has so many little... It's got rid of the exploit, yeah. No, I can't turn around now. That's it, I'm done. Can't turn around. So irritating. Oh, don't spawn me facing the wrong way. That was fantastically annoying. Okay. Now the sword's pointing up again. So does that mean I want to be heading left? No, because left will send me back to the screen I was just on. Let's check that out. Or not. Oh my word, where did you come from? Right, you get kicked. The kick seems completely useless as well. I mean, the kick was well useful in the last game. And then you're never quite sure if you're... I'm right back at the beginning. Right back at the beginning. Oh my word. Alright, and that's the other irritating thing. Because these enemies keep respawning endlessly, and it's completely impossible to find where you're going. All these fights just become a complete inconvenience. You know, this is supposed to be the core of the game. It's a fighting game. But the fighting is an inconvenience. It's completely unenjoyable. Oh. Right, so I try going right now. Sword's pointing up. I'm going to try going right. Just complete trial and error. Nothing enjoyable about this combat whatsoever. I'm just holding down and fire. This looks really... Again, a bit of scenery that looks exactly the same as the others. Something off the screen that appears and pushes me off, and nothing I could have done about it. So frustrating. Very nearly a good game, but they completely ruined it. All of these things should have come out in playtesting, really. Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure I can take any more of that, to be honest. How long have I been playing for? Not very long at all. That'll do, though. That will do. Maybe if I find a manual or something, or a guide that tells you where to go and we can find something interesting to do, I might come back to it, but I'm not sure my blood pressure can take any more. I did find some reviews of it, so this should be interesting. Let's see. The The 1, they loved it. They gave it a 3-page spread. Look at that. Oh my word. And 85%. They said Barbarian was great, but Barbarian 2 is even better. Excuse me. They've taken the original formula and improved it no end with arcade adventure style elements. Where were the adventure elements? Where were they exactly? Because all I saw was more one-on-one beat 'em up, but I got to walk off the end of the screen. That was literally... Is that the adventure element? I get to walk off the edge. Oh, we did pick up a skull to get some life. And a weird black orb that we didn't really know what it did. Yeah, there's your adventure, guys. It's not as samey as... This is the review I saw. Not as samey as the original. Each creature has its own attack pattern. No, it doesn't. They just walk towards you, you crouch and you swipe. That's literally it. Literally it. Originally, I thought maybe they do have a bit of slightly different things for you to do. Like, you know, those squiddly little floaty things. I thought you had to kick them. No, you just crouch and slash them. The big hairy fellas, crouch and slash. The little rock dudes, trolls, whatever they were, crouch and slash. Oh. And then you map the crouch and slash to a move that's almost identical to turn around. Yeah, nicely done, guys. What else does it say? There's a lot to be learned, apparently. I'll have to come back and learn some more then. And they said the animation's jerky, which it is. It is. You can tell it's not quite as smooth as the original, which is a shame. But then the original wasn't particularly smooth, was it? They say about the bright colours and excellent definition to the graphics. What does that mean exactly? Not sure. But it mentions the good samples. Yeah, I mean, the sound is pretty decent, right? The sound is decent. Let's give it that. Okay, what else we got then? Games Machine. They gave it 82. They liked it as well. Oh dear. They talk about the impressive sample sound. They call it a first-class conversion. And the ST's resolution has been used to give a cleaner, more precise edge to the graphics. I suppose that's in comparison to the C64 version, which is probably true. I don't know. I haven't seen the C64 version of this. I imagine it's the same, but slightly blockier. Ace magazine, they gave it 750 Higgs boson particles or something. Fine conversion, but suffers from the same frustrating gameplay and annoying lack of moves. There we go. That's spot on. There's less moves, not that you had to use lots of moves in the first Barbarian. But yeah, frustrating gameplay, that sums it up. The graphics haven't improved a great deal over the original, but that's simply a testament to the C64 original. And then they say, great samples from the Tatty sound chip. How harsh is that? I happen to quite like the Atari ST sound chip, thank you very much. And then, here we go. Here's a review score more in a line with my feelings. ST Format gave it 56%. Ouch. Let's see, what does it say? The original Barbarian persuaded loads... Oh, I should mention, actually, this magazine is from 1991, which is like... Is that 3 years after this was released? So this is probably like a budget release review or something. The original Barbarian persuaded loads of punters to invest in an ST. Palace decided to expand on the first game by varying the opponents and introducing an exploring element. Really, getting lost element in my experience. As this kind of game goes, this one is still a blast. So why did you give it 56%? There are some juicy sound effects to accompany your sword chops, and the creatures certainly look weird. Okay, there's not a lot there to explain why they gave it 56%, but never mind. Okay, alright guys, there you go. There's Barbarian 2. I can't take any more of that. That's just so frustrating. That's even worse than just a straight bad game. Because if it's a straight bad game, it's just bad. You dismiss it, end of story. But when there are like the seeds, the germ of a decent game in there, and they just haven't capitalised on it. It's really, really frustrating. Yeah, but there you go. Still, I have to give it its due. It was early in the ST's life. Talking 1988, right? Perhaps I'm being too kind. There are great games that came out in 1988 too. So yeah, anyway guys, let me know what you think of Barbarian 2, especially if you've played any of the other versions. Now, I think I remember reading something along the lines of, was it in Games Machine magazine? It says that, what's the name of the guy who coded this one? Richard Leinfeldner was busy at Palace, so he couldn't make the Amiga version. So they gave the Amiga version to somebody else to code. And I'd be interested, if you've played that, is it significantly different? Hopefully it's less frustrating. Let me know what you thought of that anyway. Or if you played the C64 original or any of the other 8-bits, let me know what they were like. It's always really interesting to hear what the different conversions are like. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed it more than I enjoyed playing it, at least. And take care. Bye-bye.